I'm Raj Bhala. I'm honored to hold the Rice Distinguished Professorship at the University of Kansas School of Law. I teach international trade law, advanced international trade law, and Islamic law.
Then the third thing we lost on.
This year in the advanced international trade law class, our 23 students came from Bosnia, Nepal, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, France, Colombia, China, and Korea, as well as, of course, Kansas, from the western to the eastern border of Kansas, and from Washington, D.C., and from several western states. When you get that kind of diversity in the classroom and that kind of experience, then every trade issue you discuss is something they're going to know something about and teach all of us, including me. One of our students this year from France wrote her thesis on the Boeing-Airbus dispute, an issue that's very important to Kansas, to Wichita, and to the EU. And coming from France, she was able to analyze it, the Boeing-Airbus dispute, from both the perspectives of a good EU lawyer and a good Kansas-trained lawyer. Trade has always been about morality since ancient Greek times. The students almost feel cheated if you present to them only the law, whether it's trade law or whether it's the Sharia, Islamic law, because neither system, trade or Islamic law, ever grew up completely wooden and divorced from values. In Islamic law in particular, it is a sacred legal system to 1.3 billion people. And you can't teach it without talking about the religion and the ethical impulses behind it. There are plenty of examples where we can say Islamic legal scholars actually laid a foundation or gave us the seed for what's now an Anglo-American common law. Now, when our property law students, first year, talk about respect for property rights and encumbrances like easements, those are concepts that go back to the early days of the Sharia. The lawyer's fundamental job is to solve problems. How do you solve problems if you can't empathize with the person or party with whom or with which you disagree? Well, how can you empathize unless you actually have been schooled in the way the other side thinks? Only if we can generate graduates from KU Law School who can empathize to that degree are we contributing to lawyers who can solve problems rather than exacerbate them. And that's our mission.